It is time to start embracing your wonderfully unique body and your natural beauty, all of your curves, the edges, your softness, the lines on your face, all of it tells a story, your journey, your essence. So today I wanted to share some tips or advice in how you can start embracing your beautiful self in all of your natural beauty, to start feeling comfortable in your own skin, to celebrate your body, because this is exactly what makes you divine. And I wanted to start off, first of all, by saying thank you so much for all of you who are here in this community, all of your messages, your comments, all of your likes. I'm so grateful for all of it. I'm so grateful for you and your support, and all of your shares and your likes and your comments is exactly how we can really spread this message worldwide, and how you can help me as well spread this message to all women who are needing this medicine, this truth. So I just wanted to start off by saying thank you so much for being here and for supporting me here. And if you are new here, my name is Jessica Angelari, and I'm so passionate about revolutionizing the way that we think and that we feel about ourselves as women, and returning back to our truth. And today I wanted to explore this field of beauty. It's such an important topic, and it really ties really powerfully with self-love, and it's something that I just love speaking about. The way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about yourself in your own skin really plays a role in how you receive and how you even open up to more beauty in your life, how you even show up in the world, how you show up in dating and in relationships. It plays a role in how you carry yourself, how confident you feel, and even how you show up in the bedroom, how you show up intimately. So we have to start getting real and honest about the relationship that we have with our body and with our skin and everything, our flaws and everything, and seeing your body as more than just this vessel or this form that is unrealistically meant to look the same forever, like you are 22 forever, or that you're supposed to be this well-defined, perfect, sculpted woman that doesn't even exist. This perfection doesn't exist. Instead, let's start shifting the story and seeing your body as your form that carries your spirit. And your spirit, your soul, is what chose your body. To love our body in its form, in all of its forms, is more than how she appears on the outside. But I know that this doesn't come naturally, to know this truth. And it's even harder these days. I know. Social media doesn't make it easy for us. And we have so many influencers. We have so many different ideas of how we're supposed to look. More than ever, we are seeing young women getting Botox, fillers. We have filters as well, so many filters that can just alter our look. But what if you're just wanting to feel good about yourself and love yourself in a natural way? So today I wanted to share some tips that you can start thinking about or implementing in your life to start embracing your natural beauty, to start loving on yourself. And I was really thinking carefully about this topic. I don't want it to be just this quick 5-step thing that we do. I really wanted to take this seriously. And as I was thinking about this topic, I was thinking about beauty standards. I actually have a whole module dedicated to beauty, radiating beauty inside out, in my 10-week group immersion feminine remembrance. So I do find this topic so important for us women. And it really is part of our journey in returning back home into the heart. It is part of reclaiming our feminine. So the change has to start from within to feel this infinite beauty and love within you, and to come into this softness within us, within you, to see the beauty from a different lens, from your inner world. Your internal world and how you feel on the inside will impact your external world. So this leads me to the first point, and I know this is going to sound really cliche, but it does start with you loving yourself, treating yourself as a precious jewel, because that's what you are. Love your body and worship your body as a goddess. So, yes, pampering yourself, eating really well, and working out, of course, but also allowing room and space for softness and compassion. Allowing yourself to enjoy the pleasures, enjoy a cake, enjoy having your favorite delicious foods. Really start knowing your body is how you can start loving yourself and how you start feeling beautiful. No one else is going to do this for you but you. And loving yourself beyond the stories. Can you give yourself permission to do that? The ego will want to compare. It will want to look for a reference outside of you to tell you, look at your thighs, they are so big. Look at your skin, it is so flabby, or your wrinkles. Look at her. Her skin is so smooth, it's glowing. Look at her stomach, it's so flat. That must mean she's so beautiful. So let's not give our ego that much power. We have to come into acceptance of our thoughts that show up, noticing it as they are. So we have to give our thoughts new information. And the only way that we can give it new information is if we start noticing it. So it's about accepting ourselves in the totality of being wherever we are. And then also trying to come into this acceptance of loving all that you've been given. For example, myself, I have curly hair, and it took me a very, very long time to come into acceptance of that and to really love it. But, I grew up in the 90s and the 2000s where straight hair was the only way. And so, sure, people might tell me my hair is beautiful or whatever, but it didn't matter. What mattered was my own thoughts, and my thoughts telling me that my hair should be sleek and straight. And, I really love the way watching girls come out of the beach and their hair is just so beachy and so straight and no frizz. So I had to come into really loving my hair and realizing, well, my hair is my identity in a way. And it also carries a lot of codes about my own ancestors as well. So yeah, I've just come to really love it and appreciate it. So it's really about coming into this acceptance, and it has to be felt in the body, this truth. You were given your body as this beautiful altar for your soul, and your soul chose your beautiful body in all of her shape, her size, the way her hair is, your eyes, all of it. And it is your unique blueprint in this world. And your aging is also part of this. So, in this acceptance that I'm speaking about, is also how you give others no other choice but to see the same thing. And you know what? I would also love for us to start taking on that bucket attitude. And I think that's what the place that I was at as well with my own, let's say my hair, for example. I got to a place of fuck it. And if people have a problem with you not wearing makeup or your body not looking the same that it did when it was 20 years old and you're in your 40s now, Or, like, God forbid, you had children, so your stomach has changed, or that you're showing lines on your forehead, or that you have lines around your mouth because you love to laugh, or that you have pores on your face because you're human, or you have cellulite on your legs because that is the beauty of a woman's body. I would really love for us to start seeing, fuck it. I love me and I don't care what the world has to say about standards that aren't true for me. Yes, that's what I wish for us women. And I think that would be the greatest tip ever. Maybe I'll leave it there. We say, fuck it. I love me, and that's what matters. I love me. I love my hair. I love my size. I love that I'm tall. I love that I'm short. I love that I have rolls on my belly. You know, these all carry stories. And I'm so grateful for all of that. Now, the next piece of advice I'd love to share with you is to ask yourself a few inquiries as you dive into your body love and self-love. So, when was the last time that you felt bad about yourself? When was the last time that you felt bad about your body or your face? And why did it make you feel bad? Really take your time to get curious about these. Start inquiring, start being curious, start coming in this as an observer and ask yourself, where did this actually come from? Is this my truth? A lot of these stories or a lot of these thought patterns that we have about ourselves derive from childhood, and it stays in our subconscious. And so even the smallest things that happen when we were children can really last a lifetime until we bring our consciousness around it, until we really look at it for what it is and see it for what it is. And you choose to shift the story and you make that decision to not allow it to hold on to you anymore. I remember myself, I think I was about 9, and a boy in my class, I was wearing something and I thought I looked great at the time. And I remember a boy saying, "You look really fat in that." And, you know, I didn't realize how much that stayed with me. And it just kept sinking down, down, down until it started to really show up in the way that I felt about myself. So we have to start embracing our beauty and seeing ourselves through all the imperfections, just seeing it the way that it is, noticing the thoughts that arise as well, and start embracing our strengths as much as our weaknesses. I feel like we tend to, as women, focus on what's wrong with us rather than what's beautiful and amazing about us. So start telling yourself a new story about your beauty. Start acknowledging just as much as your parts that you feel are more challenging. Start really honoring the beautiful things about you as well, and start to notice how that starts to take the forefront. So really saying it out loud as well makes a difference. So really noticing, I love my hair today. I love how my shoulders are. I love my lips. They're really full and voluptuous, or I love my eyes. They carry a lot of mystery. I love the way that I smile. Just all of these small things. I love my knees. I love my thighs. I guarantee you there is at least one or two things that you just love about your body. If you can't find it, I challenge you. There is something. We all have beautiful things. In fact, we are all beautiful, but I challenge you to find it and really start embracing it and tell yourself, let your body, let your goddess inside of you hear it from you. Now, another thing to start embracing your beauty is to start observing people around you who you find beautiful and attractive. Have you ever looked at another woman and thought, wow, There is something about her. She's just so beautiful. She's so radiant. She's gorgeous. And it's usually not because she has a flat stomach or a big butt or her arms are so toned. Maybe you notice that, and definitely we can be inspired by that and be in awe of this, but there's usually something more than that. It goes deeper than her physical attributes. It's something about her natural radiance. And it's maybe because of the way that she carries herself, the way that she feels safe to express her eroticism or her sensuality, the way that she's real, she's human, the way that she's authentic, it's the way that she smiles. So you can ask, why do I find this person beautiful? Is it the way they walk? Is it the way they laugh? Is it their confidence, the way they walk into a room? Is it the way they move their hands or speak slowly? Is it the way that she feels so confident to be sensual? What is it about them that oozes radiance? And then you turn this question inward. Is there something here that you are wanting to receive as part of your new definition of beauty? We women learn from resonance through transmission. So if you can give yourself permission to really look beyond, really take time and really honor that woman. And this is not the same as comparing. When we compare, we tend to feel bad about ourselves. This is more about gaining perspective through other women. And this is how we can also shift perspective around beauty as well. We create our new definition. I like to think of Audrey Hepburn for me as a really beautiful example. We all know her, so I'm just using her as an example. She's beautiful, and I found her even more beautiful actually as she got older. And it was her grace, her graciousness, her confidence, there was like a quietness to her sparkle in her eye, her dress sense, her taste, all of it. I found it beautiful. Maybe for you, it's different. So start really noticing this and even start surrounding yourself in your environment with these people. So whether that means in social media or the women that you listen to, and start noticing, why is it that I am drawn to this woman? What is it about her that I find so beautiful? We can look at Andy McDowell, for example. She's just gorgeous. I'm loving how she's got her hair natural and gray right now, or like Queen Latifah, the way she rocks her body. So start noticing the women that you are inspired about. And it doesn't have to be women who are famous and celebrities. It can be women that you listen to on YouTube, or a woman in the cafe, or one of your best girlfriends, or your mother, even one of your sisters, whoever, someone that really you just think, wow, and what is it about her? Now, another really important piece here is to spend time naked. Getting naked is such a big one. This is what really helped me when I was dancing samba, to really embrace the nakedness of a woman and all of her curves. And I started to really embrace that myself as I was dancing this beautiful dance. Go to nude beaches. This is how we can also learn that the images that we might see online or social media or magazines are actually a very small scale of what is true. This was one of the very first steps for me into moving through the shame and getting really comfortable with my own skin, was getting naked. And this is what I tell all women as well who come to work with me. And I'm going to tell you as well, because I know you are here, because I know you desire to feel beautiful and to realize how beautiful you are. So start getting naked. Really. Yes, get naked. And this is the best way as well to reframe your thoughts about yourself and to shift perspective around them. And if you want to get even more rebellious, stand naked in front of the mirror, dance in front of the mirror naked. I remember the first time that I got naked in front of other women. I think it was when I was in Morocco. And we were in this Turkish bath, and I was about 22. I was with a group of women, and we were all told to get naked. And I remember the first one doing it for some reason. There was just something, I was feeling really empowered to just take my clothes off in front of the other women and just do it. And ever since that day, I really am proud of myself that I did do that. It just takes that one time to do something courageous, and then it just shifts the way that you view yourself. And after that, I started spending time sunbaking in Europe and going to those nude beaches and sunbaking topless. It just felt refreshing. The more that we are okay in our own skin, the more that we come into acceptance of it. So it has to become part of your new way, your embodied way of living. And then later on, I remember spending a lot of time in dress rehearsals with my sisters who were dancing in my team with me, dancing samba. And we had to get naked a lot and change and go through all of that. And at first, it felt really overwhelming because I was surrounded by beautiful women with beautiful bodies. And so there was a lot of judgment that started to pour over me. And I just had to really move through it and find that compassion for myself and confidence in myself as well. I realized over time that the naked body, the sexual feminine body, is became my love language. And this is why I feel so passionate about the body and sexuality and the feminine and nakedness. I've led circles as well where I've guided women to take off their bras and really be held in this safe container. And when they did that, I remember seeing and even feeling a sense of relief amongst the women. There's so much comfort in our body that is granted to us, and the comfort that goes beyond everything that we know and have been told. It's about this subtle resting. It's like that feeling of, oh, there I am. There I am. I can breathe. There I am. So that's why this getting naked is really part of this process. And of course, there can be a lot of shame that comes up, right? Which is why it's important to do this in sacred containers and be held in so much love with other women. So just start one step at a time, start getting naked. And then the next thing could be really standing in the mirror and honoring all of you. Now, your clothes also carry a lot of energy. Although I'm all about beauty inside, I also believe how you present yourself to the outside world says a lot too. Clothes and colors, they can shift the way you feel about yourself. And this has nothing to do with trends. This is all about you doing what makes you feel good and what makes you feel beautiful. If you're all about simplicity and that makes you feel beautiful, then amazing. If you love color, if you love prints, amazing. You probably also notice I love wearing makeup, and I do it for me. I don't usually wear makeup on a daily basis, but when I do put it on, it's almost like a prayer for me, like a sacred, intentional act, like I'm about to do something very special. And this is an example. I know I'm about to sit here when I put my makeup on. I'm preparing for something, a beautiful transmission. So, and that's not to say that we all have to wear makeup. I'm also inspired by women who love not wearing makeup, and I celebrate that too. Your clothes do reflect the woman that you are today. So get real about the clothes that you have in your closet and ask yourself, are they representing the woman that I desire to be today? Do they represent how I want to feel? Does my lingerie reflect if I want to feel sexy, am I wearing lingerie that makes me feel sexy? Allow your inner girl to come out and dress up and play. So, what would your closet look like today if you decided today that you are beautiful? And if you want to wear that tight dress and you're in your 50s, 60s, whatever, why shouldn't you wear that if that's what makes you feel beautiful? How would you dress and how would you move if you decided that you are beautiful as well? And now I wanted to end on the last note, and that is to be your own lover. And this really ties in with our first point about loving yourself. And when I say be your own lover, really start practicing this, embodying this, and it can be done by engaging in beautiful feminine rituals that allow you to get close and intimate with your body, that allows you to start nourishing your body and treating your body like a beautiful temple. One of my favorite practices is the tantric breast massage. I love this. I also teach this in my 10-week group program, Feminine Remembrance. And it just allows you to get close not only to your body, but to your heart and expand that heart love frequency. So when you do beautiful feminine practices like touch, what you do is you also start to dissolve the thoughts from the mind, and we start to allow them to transmute into more love for yourself as well. When you develop a conscious relationship with your body, you begin to turn your life and body into a sacred love affair with life. And that's how we begin to experience more joy and beauty and authenticity and love and peace within us and around us as well. This is true beauty. If you haven't already subscribed to my 7-day free program, I invite you to do that. In day 4, there is a practice called the body love ritual. And that's exactly what it is. It's a ritual to start loving your body. And we do this through a nourishing self-love massage. A really lovely, easy, simple massage or a connection, sacred touch connection practice to bring gratitude as well for all your beautiful parts of your body. And in my new online embodiment course, Embody the Sacred Feminine, in each module, there consists a beautiful meditation and a dance to help you start coming into this loving relationship with your body and with your soul, with your goddess self. And dance also is another way, but an intentional dance can be a beautiful sacred offering to your soul and to awaken the love for yourself. So gorgeous. Let me know how you went with this, what really landed with this. I know I can talk about this forever, so I'm going to stop right there. Let me know in the comments what landed for you, which tip or advice really stood out to you today. And this can change day to day as well. So let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'll drop all those other courses that I mentioned in the description below. And yeah, I'd love to hear what really stood out for you. I hope this inspired you today. And I want you to just remember how beautiful you really, really are. When you start realizing that for yourself, all of the other girls around us, our daughters, other women can start feeling into your beauty and start realizing their own beauty as well. Thank you so much, gorgeous. If you loved this, please love it and make sure to put that notification bell on to continue receiving more videos from me. And I will leave you there. My name is Jessica Angeleri. Thank you so much, gorgeous. Mwah.